Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to give you 15 different embroidery niches in case you are wanting to narrow down on what you want your embroidery business to be. It can be overwhelming getting into the embroidery business and not knowing where to go, which direction to take, what you want your business to look like. So I'm going to give you 15 different ideas to hopefully help you out. As we go through, I will show you guys some different screenshots of, like screen recording videos of different Etsy shops and places just to give you an idea, try to get your juices flowing. Obviously not copy anybody, but to just get inspiration and let you guys know what I'm talking about when I share these different niches. Now, when it comes to embroidery businesses, there are so many different ways that you can take your business. I personally started out doing children's clothing on Etsy, like a lot of people, and in my opinion, it very quickly got oversaturated, so I pivoted, but there is still a lot of money to be had in those niches if you can market yourself right, have a quality product, stand out from the crowd, things like that. So that is my first niche. Number one is children / baby items on Etsy. I will insert some screenshots right here. So in the children and baby clothing niche, you can really take this anywhere. You can do custom monogram sweaters, you can do baby blankets, baby loveys, you can do toddler hats. There are so many different things that you can do. There are, like, the kids' birthday shirts are very, very trendy. I will say some of those applique designs take a lot more time than they're worth, in my opinion, but that's up to you. They are very, very popular, and there are a lot of Etsy shops that do them, but they are just an idea. Niche number two would be a wholesale / contract embroiderer. Now, this is like, you can be big scale, you can have a lot of contracts, you get contracted from a certain business to do all of their work. Maybe it's your local grocery stores, maybe it's a high-end business, maybe it's, something like that. You get contracted to do all of their work. This kind of goes into another niche that I had, niche number three, which was for schools or sports organizations. You can be a contract embroiderer for your local school district, or for your local private school, for your local little league team, or whatever sports organization. You can be a contract embroiderer or wholesale embroiderer for those people. If you embroider things wholesale, people are buying from you to resell it. So you have to price accordingly for you to make a profit and for them to make a profit. So honestly, I don't know exactly how the logistics of that work because I'm not a wholesale embroiderer, but I know there are a lot of very successful embroidery companies that do that. So do your research if that's something you want to do. It's a great idea if you don't want to have to deal with a customer. You just want to make the product and be done with it. That's a great idea. Now, niche number four is what I do now, which would be custom embroidery. I market myself as embroidery and custom apparel because embroidery isn't the only thing I do. I would love to absolutely incorporate screen printing in-house one day. I'm not there yet, so I just buy the transfers when I need to. I also buy DTF transfers when I need to, but I do embroidery and custom apparel. So you can market yourself to any sort of clientele, any sort of customer, and do custom pieces for that. I mean, and you guys have seen all my videos. I've done names for backpacks. I've done horse saddle pads. I've done vet businesses, coffee shops, sheriff's department, mounted posse uniforms, lawn care businesses. I mean, any type of business, that's my customer. I provide them apparel for their business or brand, whatever it is. So you could do custom embroidery. I absolutely love this market because it's very simple, it's very straightforward. They give me their logo, I give them a product. That's it. It's way different than when I had my children's clothing business because I had the same designs that I bought off of Etsy from everybody else. I'm not the most creative person in the world, so I wasn't really coming up with my own designs. I was buying stuff that was already made on Etsy, which 800 other Etsy shops were selling also. So I love this because it's just logo in, logo out, done. It's perfect. I love being able to offer a wide variety of products for my customers, ranging from hats to beanies to polos to Carhartt jackets to coffee mugs, you name it. I absolutely love custom embroidery. This is my favorite niche. I love it. Niche number 5, I think we're on, would be to make your own brand. You can be your own custom clothing brand. You can have a Christian clothing apparel company. You could have a fitness company. You could have, I don't know, you can make your own apparel for your band, or, you know, something like that. You make your own merch. And as long as you market yourself well and, you know, have a great online presence, social media presence, you know, and drive your own traffic, you can be very, very successful with your own clothing brand. The next niche, which is very, very popular, but again, could be a little oversaturated, would be the wedding/bridal niche. Now, wedding stuff, bride apparel, bridesmaids apparel, things like that, sell like hotcakes on Etsy. People are getting married all the time. People will spend big buku bucks on custom wedding stuff. And sometimes you just gotta take advantage of that. So you could do bride hats, bride makeup bags, bride tote bags, bride denim jackets, bride robes, different things like that. And the good part about this is a lot of times it's not just buying the one-off bride thing. A lot of times you can bundle it and you could buy the bride thing plus 3, 4, 5, 6 matching bridesmaids items, because brides love their pictures and they love it when everybody matches. So if you can offer a bundled deal on something, you've just upgraded your sale from one item to multiple items. And so if you can get in that niche and get in the flow, you can make a lot of money in this category. There's also, I actually kind of want to do a video on this just to see how it would work, but there are embroidered veils and I think they are so beautiful. Some just have the name, you know, Mrs. whatever, but then other ones have like florals and things like that. And I don't know if they're hand embroidered or machine embroidered. I kind of want to buy just a cheap veil, maybe on Amazon or something, and do a video on it, just because I think they're so pretty and I want to kind of see the process on it. So maybe stay tuned for that. But yes, the wedding/bride niche. You could also do, you know, groom's hats, groomsmen hats, what else could you embroider for grooms? Sweaters. So there's a lot of different ways that you can go in that niche. The next niche would be Letterman's/varsity jackets, whatever you want to call them. There is big, big money to be had in this niche. I met a couple when I was at Deco Summit, not last year, but the year before, that this is all they do. They do custom Letterman's jackets, and their jackets range from $800 to like $1,200. It's absolutely insane. One patch is $25, no matter how small it is, even if it's just a single name. And kids often need multiple patches because maybe they lettered in multiple sports, or they have, you know, a different organization that they're in. So you'll have multiple patches on these jackets. I mean, 25, 50, 75, you could have $200 just in patches. That doesn't include the jacket and the markup. That doesn't include the giant back embroidery that some of them have. That's just the patches. Once you add everything up, there is big, big money to be had in this niche. I looked into it when I left Deco Summit, and the blank jackets alone are pretty pricey, but you know, if a kid just wants a blank jacket, you still just mark up that jacket and you have a profit. There's a lot of money to be had in that niche. It's really cool. The next niche, I don't even know what number I'm on anymore, but we're just gonna keep going, is custom patches. They are very, very popular on Etsy. I will show you right here. People need custom patches all the time, whether it's for a jacket or a backpack or a hat. You can be the one to provide just the patch. It's very simple. You can offer one patch, or you could give them a discount for the more patches that they order. You make more money the more they order, obviously, so you want to give them incentive to order more. And this can be a very, very good way to make money. There's lots of Etsy shops that do this. You can do a lot of customization with these. People love customizing their names on different things. So this is a great way to offer a product that you don't have to, you know, meet the customer in person or anything like that. It's very simple. They give you the design, you send them a patch, boom, you're done. The next niche would be custom home decor. People love customizing their home. They love embroidered pillows. Maybe it's their monogram. Maybe it's, you know, a simple home sweet home. Maybe you could even niche it down further and do like specific categories. You could do newlywed items like Mr. and Mrs. whatever established 2024. You could do custom dish towels, custom bath towels, custom wall art. I've seen a lot of embroidery as wall art, which is really, really cool. I actually want to do a video on embroidery as wall art pretty soon. So there's lots of different home decor things that you could do for embroidery. The next one would be custom pet accessories. This is a big niche. People love their pets, and custom dog collars, custom leashes, custom cat collars, custom dog bandanas, things like that. People love, they love to spoil their pets. They love to put Max or Buster or whatever on the dog collar. There's some really cool ones with a phone number also, or, you know, service animal, blind guide dog, things like that. There's a lot of different ways that you can take that niche. Lots of money to be had, and I think it's just really cute. Some people have some really creative dog names, and it would be really fun to just see all the different ones that come in. The next niche would be not really to be an embroiderer yourself, but to be a digitizer. A lot of people don't realize that digitizing is a business in itself. You could do digitizing for people like me who are custom embroiderers and need digitizing done all the time for different business logos. Or you can be like these people on Etsy. Look at this place, this is called River Mill Embroidery. They have, I mean, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of sales because they have their own fonts, they have their own images, their own applique designs. They have so many different things to offer, and they don't really have to do the embroidery themselves. So you are just on the back end providing a product that you designed one time. This is a great way to make passive income also. You just make the product one time, list it to sell, and then they have people buying it non-stop. There's definitely a learning curve with it. I have played around with my Chroma Luxe, and I am nowhere near becoming a proficient digitizer. There's lots of things that I still have to learn. I can do very, very basic stuff. So I still send all my stuff out, but that is something that I would love to learn just to be able to, you know, have one less outsourcing expense and be able to keep it in-house. I'm just not there yet. There definitely is a learning curve. There's multiple different softwares that you can get. I love the Chroma Luxe because it came with my machine. There's hands-on training. There's multiple videos, or not hands-on training, what online training, I guess I should say. It's not hands-on, but I took a training class with Ricoma. They offer classes at Deco Summit. There's so many different ways to learn embroidery digitizing, and it's definitely something that I want to be better at. The next niche would be pageants slash sashes, I guess you could say. A lot of people need custom sashes for you know, pageants. I don't even know what they're called, like Miss America pageants, you know, things like that. Graduation sashes. A lot of people need those custom. I will show you some here on Etsy. There are a lot of things that you could do with this. Lots of different colors that you can offer. You can offer, you know, these fun like serape ones. And there's, I've only done one of these, and it was terrifying. I was so scared of puckering. I actually ordered a cheap one on Amazon to practice with before I embroidered this girl's actual one, because she needed it for her graduation that next weekend. And I was like, oh my gosh, I've never done one of these. I want to make sure I have all of my settings correct. I want to make sure I'm using the right thread before I actually embroider on her thing, because I'm going to be so upset if I mess this up. It ended up turning out great. She loved it. She was super thankful, but it's definitely not something that I personally want to do again, just because I felt a lot of pressure. But there's a lot of people that do this. Most of the time they turn out great. I just don't like that much pressure. If you do and you thrive under pressure, maybe this is your niche. The next niche would be sports slash dance. A lot of sports teams and dance companies need custom embroidered bags or gear, or, you know, different things like that. So you can get into that market and make some really cool things. There's a lot of profit margin on things like duffel bags, especially if they want to add like a silhouette of a ballerina dancer, or you know, a football player, a baseball, different things like that. You can add that kind of markup, you know, $15 for just the name, or they can add a picture of a baseball or the ballerina silhouette for an extra $20. So your $15 embroidery just turned into $30-ish. So there's definitely a lot of room to play around in that niche. People love custom bags. I know when I grew up playing softball, I had the custom helmets, I had the custom bag, I had custom everything. And yeah, parents will pay big bucks for their kids to be happy. So gotta take advantage of that. The next one would be motherhood slash mom to be slash maternity. Women are having babies all the time, and a lot of women love, you know, having a photographer there, having custom things with the baby name. So you can really niche down into that market and have, you know, custom swaddles that match her robe that say mom or mama. You guys have all seen the trendy mama sweaters. Those are great Mother's Day gifts or mom to be gifts, different things like that. You can create like an entire basket for mom to be that has like an embroidered burp rag, an embroidered nursing robe, an embroidered, you know, whatever. You can really niche it down to maternity slash motherhood. And yeah, there's definitely a lot of money to be had in that category. And the last one that I have for you today is Greek, like fraternity slash sorority clubs, things like that. I don't know the exact lingo. I never was in a sorority or anything like that, but these are really, really popular. People love to represent the fraternities and sororities. So custom Greek letter items like these here are big, big sellers, especially if you can stand out, not get something that's pre-made and, you know, already done. You can really, really stand out in this category. And, you know, kind of same thing with the bride slash bridesmaids stuff. A lot of people want to buy stuff for them and their, you know, entire sorority, or them and 4 or 5 friends. So instead of, you know, potentially having just one order, people will order multiple items. So you're really looking at a multiple item kind of niche here. I think very rarely will you find somebody that buys just one item because they want to match and you know, things like that. So those are the 15 different embroidery niches that I came up with this morning. I'm sure there are plenty more. There are a lot of ways that you can even niche down some of these categories to specialize yourself even further. So definitely look into that. If you have any questions or comments or just want to say hi, leave me a comment down below, and I will see you in my next video.